everyone, welcome to my video. This video is a record and review of the process of writing my graduate thesis. I would like to share with you what I did during this process, the difficulties I encountered, and how I solved them. I hope this video will be helpful of my fellow students who are also writing their thesis and to anyone else who is facing similar challenges. Now, let's begin. First, I believe that the initial stage of the first paper, namely determining the research direction, is very important. This is because it forms the basis of the paper. And the second paper builds on the first paper to conduct in-depth research. Therefore, I believe that determining the research direction is very important. Next, you need to read a large number of papers. When reading papers, pay attention to the author's views and the important parts of each paper. When you encounter academic vocabulary, look up the information to determine and understand its meaning. This will enable you to read the literature efficiently and accumulate material for your subsequent paper writing. After determining the direction through reflection and searching for papers, the next step is to find relevant papers, organize and sort them, and review them. I believe that organizing and sorting is crucial. Categorizing papers that share the same research direction but differ in methodology or perspective allows us to read the literature more efficiently and significantly facilitates the writing of the literature review section in the paper. After completing these preparatory steps, it is time to begin writing the main text. In addition to conducting literature review and reading, my thesis requires the identification of a significant amount of sheet music and audio recordings for listening and comparison. In the experimental section, I will also need to compare sheet music with actual performances. For the actual performance section, I will either play back video and audio recordings or use diagrams to complete the task. This approach will enable me to write the main text in a clean, specific, and scientific manner. Finally, it is essential to review all formatting and the entire text for any errors. The A2 paper was completed based on the A1 paper. So my first step was still to search for literature based on the original literature. I found several new papers to use as new perspectives and material in the paper. In class, I discussed some details of the paper with my teacher, as well as some uncertain points. The teacher thought I should review the A1 paper and conduct more in-depth research based on it. I also added new perspectives and viewpoints to A2 based on the content of A1. Since my A2 content involves Asian keyboard instruments such as the harpsichord, I searched for and watched relevant videos on YouTube and included them as examples in my thesis. This is a video of my lecture in which I use PowerPoint and live performances to argue and demonstrate the points made in my thesis, which are also included in the thesis itself. Finally, write the entire paper and check it. Then submit it. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed it and find it helpful. Bye bye.